Beloved soul, welcome. There is a soft whisper moving through heaven tonight. It carries your name, and the name of the one your heart has been quietly praying for. Heaven has touched them. Something unseen but deeply real has awakened within their spirit. A light has entered the places where they once felt lost, and the warmth of divine remembrance has begun to rise. You may not know it yet, but a holy moment has just unfolded in the unseen. The one who is meant to walk beside you, the soul God chose long before time began, has been gently stirred by the touch of divine love. God has reached into their heart, reminding them of something sacred, something they once knew but forgot, the echo of your soul. This message comes to you not by chance, but by divine appointment. You have waited with faith that did not die in the waiting. You have trusted in silence, believing that even the quiet seasons were not empty, but filled with God's secret work. And now, heaven is revealing that the time of unseen preparation is shifting into divine movement. For as it is written, "The Lord will perfect that which concerns me." Psalm 138:8, KJV. Everything that concerns your heart, even love, is not forgotten. God is completing it with perfect timing and eternal care. Your soulmate has felt something they can't yet explain. A sudden peace, a dream that lingers longer than usual, a warmth that brings your energy to mind. They may feel the urge to pray without knowing why, to forgive, to surrender, to look upward again. This is the touch of heaven upon their soul. Beloved, heaven has not forgotten the love story written for you. This connection is not ordinary. It is not born of the world's desires, but of divine design. You and your soulmate were formed from the same light, two spirits created to reflect God's love to one another, and through that reflection, reveal His glory to the world. When God touches a heart, everything begins to change. He restores what was broken, He softens what was hardened, and He aligns paths that once drifted apart. The Lord is now doing this for the one you love. Their heart is being softened toward truth, and their eyes are being opened to see through the lens of the Spirit rather than the mind. You may sense their energy returning to you. You may feel a sudden calm in your heart, a peace that wasn't there before. That is your spirit recognizing that something heavenly has begun. God is aligning both of you, soul to soul, heart to heart, through His divine timing. Do not be anxious, dear one. Love that comes from God cannot be rushed, nor can it be delayed beyond His will. Every delay has been preparation, every silence has been sanctification, and every longing has been a seed of faith planted in divine soil. Now those seeds are beginning to bloom. As it is written, He makes everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3:11, NIV. And beloved, your time is beginning to unfold. You will soon see signs, not random coincidences, but sacred confirmations. You may see numbers, hear their name, or feel a presence so familiar it makes your heart tremble with recognition. These are whispers from heaven, reminding you that divine love is moving. This love will not be like the ones that hurt you before. It will not confuse your peace, nor ask you to shrink your light. It will mirror the love of Christ, pure, patient, and kind. It will remind you that you are worthy, chosen, and deeply loved by God Himself. Let your soul rest tonight. There is no more need to chase, to worry, or to fear. Heaven is already writing the next chapter. The same hand that painted the stars is now guiding your love story. And so, breathe deeply, beloved. Feel the peace that flows from this truth, that what is meant for you cannot be lost. That the one whose spirit calls to yours is awakening, and soon you will see divine love unfold before your very eyes. If this message has touched your spirit, hold it close and share it with someone who needs comfort. And if your heart feels guided, support these messages with kindness, because through your light, this word can reach another soul still waiting in the dark. You are loved, you are seen, and heaven is moving. Rest in faith, for love is coming, and it carries the touch of God. Beloved, take another breath of peace. The air around you feels different now, doesn't it? That's because heaven is still moving. The same holy touch that awakened your soulmate's heart is now expanding its light, stretching across the distance between you and them. It's as if the divine is weaving invisible threads of grace through both of your souls, drawing you gently closer without you even realizing it. Right now, your soulmate's spirit is being taught how to love with purity again. They are learning through divine whispers what real love looks like. Not the kind that fades, not the kind that wounds, but the kind that heals and honors. God is showing them that love is not about possession, but about reflection. The reflection of his heart through two souls that have chosen surrender over fear. They may be going through a season of stillness, a time of solitude or reflection. To the world, it may seem as if nothing is happening, but in truth, heaven is sculpting them. The potter's hands are shaping their emotions, molding their thoughts, and refining their heart for the sacred union that awaits. And as God refines them, he is also refining you. The divine never works in one heart alone. When one is touched, the other begins to shift. Perhaps you've been feeling emotional for no reason lately, or your heart has felt more open than usual. That's because your spirit senses this sacred transformation. You are both being tuned to the same frequency of heaven's harmony. It is written, two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 NIV. God created you both with this truth. You are meant to lift each other toward him, not away from him. Your connection is a divine partnership, not a worldly entanglement. And that's why heaven takes such care in preparing it. You may not hear from them yet, but know this: God is speaking to them in the silence. He is sending dreams that stir their soul. He is reminding them of your kindness, of your prayers, of the peace they felt whenever they thought of you. The same way you've cried for them in your prayers, they are now feeling an unseen pull to come closer to the light. God's timing, beloved, is never rushed, but it is always right. He is aligning both of you so that when your paths cross again, you will not repeat old patterns, but live in new grace. You will not cling out of fear, but connect through faith. You will not love to fill emptiness, but to overflow with divine abundance. There was a time when you both were not ready. You carried wounds that would have wounded each other. They had fears that would have made them run. You had walls that would have made you hide. But now, the healing waters of heaven are flowing over both hearts, washing away all that once blocked love's pure expression. Beloved, can you feel it? The weight lifting, the peace entering, the divine love settling softly upon your spirit. This is the prelude to union. This is heaven's way of saying, prepare your heart, for what is written is near. You are not waiting in vain. You are waiting with purpose. Even now, angels are surrounding your soulmate, guiding them toward repentance, toward peace, toward courage. They are being led to heal from their past, to forgive those who hurt them, and to forgive themselves. Because love cannot grow in a heart still chained to regret. And God is breaking those chains even now. It is written, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19 ESV. Yes, beloved, it is springing forth. This love is not a repetition of what was lost. It is the birth of what was promised. Heaven is doing something new in both of you, something that will make every tear you shed finally make sense. There is a beautiful truth in divine love. When heaven ordains it, it cannot be undone by time, distance, or fear. God protects what he plants. So even if you've felt forgotten, even if it's been years since you've spoken, remember this: heaven doesn't operate by earthly calendars. God moves in perfect rhythm, and when the moment is right, no door can remain closed. You are being prepared not for ordinary love, but for divine partnership, a union that will not only bless your life, but ripple outward, healing others who witness it. Because true love, the kind heaven touches, always glorifies the one who created it. So let your heart stay open. Let your prayers remain soft, and let your trust be steady, even when you cannot see what is ahead. You are walking through sacred alignment, and soon the unseen will become visible. Soon, What you've believed will stand before you. Eyes filled with recognition, a soul filled with peace, a love wrapped in divine timing. And when that day comes, you will know it was always God. You will not have to chase, you will not have to convince. You will simply rest in the knowing that heaven orchestrated it all. If this message has brought peace to your heart, pause for a moment and whisper a prayer of gratitude. Ask God to continue preparing both of you for the love He is unfolding. And if you feel led, share this message, for someone else may be waiting for the same divine assurance you have just received. Beloved, heaven is still working. Stay faithful. Stay soft. Stay ready. The next chapter is already written in grace. And very soon, divine love will no longer be a promise. It will be your reality. Beloved, the light that once stirred in silence is beginning to move. What heaven planted within your soulmate's heart is now blossoming into action. It began as a whisper, a gentle pull toward faith and remembrance, but now it is becoming a calling, a sacred invitation they can no longer ignore. Your soulmate has begun to feel a shift they cannot explain. There's a longing rising within them, not just for love, but for peace, for the kind of love that carries heaven's fragrance. They may not yet understand that it is you their spirit is remembering, but God does, and He is guiding every step of their awakening. Heaven does not rush the blooming of a soul. Just as dawn does not tear the sky open, but spreads its light softly, so too does God reveal His plans in quiet beauty. Each sunrise in their heart is drawing them nearer to divine truth. And that truth is leading them home, toward you, toward the love that reflects His glory. You, beloved, have also changed. The waiting was never wasted. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of surrender has refined your spirit into gentleness and strength. You've learned that love begins with God, and only through Him can it ever last. You've learned that to receive divine love, you must first become peace within yourself. And now, heaven is bringing two healed hearts together, not two broken ones clinging for comfort. This is what makes divine love sacred. It comes after purification, after lessons, after faith has been tested and proven true, as it is written, after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to His eternal glory in Christ, will Himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. 1 Peter 5:10 ESV. Yes, beloved, God is restoring both of you. He is confirming your love, strengthening your connection, and establishing it upon holy ground. Your soulmate has begun to remember who they are, a child of light, not of confusion. They are beginning to walk away from what once dimmed their spirit. Old attachments are being released. Old fears are being dissolved. The Lord is pruning everything that is not meant to remain, so that only what is pure may grow. You may soon notice little signs, songs that seem to speak directly to your story, numbers that repeat at sacred times, or moments when your heart feels full for no reason at all. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that divine love is taking form. Heaven is not only touching hearts, it is aligning circumstances. Paths that once seemed closed are opening again. Communication that once felt impossible is being prepared. Even the smallest details, the timing, the words, the emotions are being orchestrated by unseen hands, for it is written, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delighteth in His way." Psalm 37:23 KJV. Every step your soulmate takes now is ordered, not random, not delayed, but divinely measured to lead them toward the moment heaven designed. Do not fear if you still see silence. Silence is where God finishes His masterpiece. Before the orchestra begins, there is always stillness. Before the dawn breaks, there is always quiet. Trust this holy pause, for it is filled with invisible motion. Soon you will feel the energy shift completely. The heaviness will lift, and peace will take its place. There will be clarity where there was once confusion, and faith will replace all fear. You will feel their presence before they even speak, because souls connected by God do not need words to recognize each other. They simply remember, and when the divine moment comes, it will not arrive with chaos, but with calm. Their voice will carry peace, their eyes will speak truth, and their presence will feel like home. It will be as if time has folded in upon itself, and everything you once prayed for stands before you, not as fantasy, but as fulfillment. The weight will make sense, the pain will transform into wisdom, and love will finally take its rightful place, not as longing, but as living grace. This love will not pull you away from God, but bring you closer to Him. Together, you will serve, you will heal, you will shine. You will become two lights woven into one flame, not to burn wildly, but to illuminate softly the lives of others who are still waiting to believe. It is written, "Let all that you do be done in love." 1 Corinthians 16:14 IV. And this is exactly what heaven is preparing for you now, a love that reflects the character of Christ. Patient, kind, forgiving, enduring, and eternal. Beloved, do not look back with sorrow, for what is behind you no longer defines you. And do not look too far ahead in fear, for what is before you is already secured by grace. Stay present in this sacred now. This is where God moves. This is where love begins to unfold. Close your eyes for a moment and whisper within, "Lord, I trust your timing. I release control. Let your will, not mine, be done." And as you do, feel heaven breathe peace into your heart. For this prayer opens the gate to divine manifestation. Soon, beloved, you will see it. The person whose soul was once distant will move closer, not out of impulse, but out of revelation. Their spirit will know it is safe with you, and your spirit will know this time it is holy. The story heaven began long ago is finally coming full circle. Every moment, every tear, every prayer has led to this unfolding. And when you stand before them, with eyes filled with gratitude and awe, you will whisper, "It was always you, Lord. It was always you." If this message has touched your heart, let it settle like morning dew upon your spirit. Share it gently with someone still waiting for divine confirmation. And if you feel guided, support these messages with love, so together we can continue spreading peace and help others hear heaven's voice. You are loved deeply and eternally. Heaven has not only touched your soulmate, it has blessed your entire path. Now watch and see, for divine love is about to unfold before your very eyes. Beloved soul, the air around you carries a sacred vibration now. You can feel it in quiet moments, a shift in your heart, a soft knowing rising in your spirit. This is not imagination. This is the breath of heaven, moving closer, guiding both you and your soulmate into divine meeting. Heaven's plan is no longer a distant promise. It is unfolding right before your eyes. The space between you is dissolving. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you offered, has built a bridge of light between your souls. Now the angels walk upon it, carrying divine messages from heart to heart. Even when no words are spoken, your soulmate feels it too. They may not fully understand what is happening, but their spirit is restless with purpose. Something inside them keeps calling them home, not to a place, but to a person, to you, to the one who mirrors God's peace to their heart. God is leading them through signs, through divine encounters, through sudden memories that stir emotions long buried. They are being drawn to reflection, remembering the peace that your soul carried, the way your energy brought calm to their storms, the way your light never judged but always forgave. This memory, this recognition, is their compass back to you. It is written, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." 2 Corinthians 5:7 KJV. And so it is. The two of you are being led by faith right now through the unseen corridors of heaven's design. Though you cannot yet see how all paths will cross, God already knows the precise moment. He is arranging the time, the place, and the state of both your hearts, so that when your souls meet again, you will be ready, not half prepared, but whole. This is the beauty of divine timing. It does not rush healing. It does not demand recognition before understanding. It allows both hearts to become mirrors of grace, because divine love cannot bloom in haste. It flowers in holy patience, and yet, beloved, the time of stillness is almost complete. You will soon begin to notice synchronicities that make you pause in awe. Perhaps a song that once belonged to your story will play unexpectedly. Perhaps a place you rarely visit will suddenly draw you near. Perhaps your spirit will feel an invisible nudge to go somewhere, not knowing why, but heaven will. When you follow that nudge, when you listen to that soft inner whisper, you step into divine choreography. The angels are not only guiding your soulmate, they are guiding you too. Every small decision you make under the peace of God is part of a greater movement toward divine reunion. Do not fear mistakes, for when you walk in love, even your detours become holy. The Lord uses every turn to lead you exactly where you must be. As it is written, in their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Proverbs 16:9 NIV. Yes, even now, the Lord is establishing your steps, aligning divine appointments that no force can undo. There will come a day, beloved, when your eyes will meet again. It may be sudden, or it may come softly like the dawn. But when it happens, your spirit will recognize them instantly. The world will pause. The noise around you will fade, and only peace will remain. Because the soul always remembers what the mind forgets, and they will know it too. They will feel that same quiet recognition, a knowing beyond reason, a peace that silences fear. Their heart will whisper, "This is home." But this time, beloved, it will not come with the same uncertainty. This time, it will not come with confusion or pain. Because the foundation has been rebuilt upon faith. God has already softened both hearts, so that when love returns, it will not break, it will build. The two of you will begin a new story, not a continuation of the old, but a rebirth written in grace. You will speak gently, listen deeply, and see through the eyes of understanding. There will be no need to prove, no fear to chase. You will simply be resting in the peace of God's timing. It is written, and now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians 13:13 NIV. Faith brought you through the waiting. Hope carried you through the silence. And love, divine, eternal love, will bring you home. So rest tonight knowing that heaven's orchestration is reaching its fulfillment. Every angel that carried your prayers is now rejoicing. They see what you cannot yet see, that the path ahead glows with the light of divine reunion. Beloved, your soulmate's heart is moving closer even as you breathe these words. Their spirit is awakening with gratitude. Their mind is beginning to align with purpose. And soon, their steps will follow the light that leads to you. Trust in this divine movement. Keep your faith steady, your heart open, your spirit calm. Do not reach for the outcome. Rest in the promise. For what is written in heaven will manifest on earth, and no shadow can stand in its way. When love returns, you will know that it was never lost, only transformed. And you will see with awe that all of heaven's waiting was not to test your patience, but to prepare your perfection. Beloved soul, hold this truth gently in your heart. Heaven's touch has not only awakened your soulmate, it has awakened divine love within you. The two are rising together, guided by the same holy light. And very soon you will see with your own eyes what your spirit has always known. Divine love, unfolding, pure and eternal. If this word has touched your heart, pause for a moment and whisper, "Thank you, Lord, for preparing me." Share this message with someone who waits in faith. And if you feel guided, support this light. For through your kindness, more souls can find peace in God's timing. The story is not ending, beloved. It is beginning, in love, in grace, in divine truth. Heaven has touched your soulmate, and now love itself is awakening. Beloved soul, the dawn of fulfillment is drawing near. What once existed only in the quiet chambers of prayer is now beginning to breathe upon the earth. You may have felt subtle waves of peace recently, moments where your heart felt full without explanation, as if your spirit knew before your eyes could see. And that is exactly what's happening. Your spirit recognizes that heaven's promise is beginning to take form. Your soulmate is not the same person they once were. They are being renewed from the inside out. The fears that once led them astray are losing power. The doubts that once silenced their heart are dissolving. And in their place, a quiet courage is rising, a readiness to walk in love that is true, sacred, and whole. This transformation is not only for them, it mirrors your own. Both of you have walked through refinement, through loss, through surrender, through nights that taught faith by fire. And through it all, God was not punishing you, He was preparing you. Preparing both of you to love without attachment, to give without fear, to receive without guilt. It is written, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come." 2 Corinthians 5:17 ESV. This verse breathes through both of your lives now. The old versions of yourselves, the ones that carried pain and confusion, have been gently replaced by souls washed in grace. Now you are ready for love that aligns with heaven's design. You will soon begin to feel heaven weaving your lives closer. Small things will begin to align, a message sent at just the right time, a place you both happen to visit, a song that plays at the moment you think of them. These are not coincidences, beloved. They are heaven's way of saying, it's time. But when the moment comes, do not rush to control it. Divine love does not need force. It moves in grace, like the tide returning to the shore. It knows its rhythm. It knows its way. All you must do is remain open, a vessel of peace, a heart willing to be guided, a soul anchored in trust. As your paths begin to cross again, remember that this is not the beginning of love. It is the continuation of something eternal. What began in spirit is only now manifesting in form. You are not meeting for the first time. You are remembering. Your souls recognize each other, not by appearance, but by peace. The first conversation will feel strangely familiar, as if you have spoken those words before. The first glance will hold a softness that silences thought. You will sense God's presence between you, a holy calm, as if the air itself were blessing your union. Because when heaven writes a story, the world pauses to listen. It is written, "What therefore God has joined together, let no man separate." Mark 10:9 KJV. This is not only a marriage vow, it is a divine principle. When God joins two souls for His purpose, no distance, no fear, no human opinion can sever what He seals. But beloved, know this, the purpose of divine love goes beyond romance. It is a calling. It is a ministry of hearts. You and your soulmate will not simply love each other, you will heal through each other. Together, you will become a living testimony of what God can do through love that is surrendered to Him. You will speak words that lift others. You will share peace where there was once confusion. You will radiate joy where there was once despair. Your connection will be a light in a dark world, a reminder that true love is not found, it is revealed by heaven. You will begin to see that every hardship you endured was not wasted pain, but preparation for partnership. Because only through your personal healing could you both learn how to love without wounding. Only through solitude could you learn to listen to God first. And now, in this sacred union, you will live love the way heaven intended, as a reflection of His mercy. Beloved, in this season of fulfillment, keep your focus on gratitude. The more you thank God for what He has done, the more peace you will feel guiding you. Do not fear what you cannot control. Just rest in what you know, that heaven is faithful and divine timing never fails. Even now, angels are surrounding both of you, blessing your steps, clearing old energies, and preparing sacred encounters. You will notice more peace in your heart, more joy in simple moments, and more trust when before there was doubt. These are the signs of alignment. You are walking within God's perfect will. And soon, when your soulmate stands before you, you will understand why you had to wait. Because you will see in their eyes the reflection of your own growth. You will feel in their voice the echo of your prayers. And you will realize heaven was not delaying love. Heaven was perfecting it. When the two of you unite again, it will feel like the first light of morning after a long night, gentle, warm, and pure. You will laugh again, not from relief, but from joy. You will speak in rhythm, and silence will feel safe between you. For the same God who joined your souls will dwell in your midst, and as you walk together, hand in hand, you will begin to see miracles unfold. Opportunities will open, paths will clear, doors you never imagined will swing wide. Because divine love is not static, it is creative. It multiplies peace, builds purpose, and turns every step into a prayer. Beloved, this is what heaven has prepared. This is the divine love you were created to live. It's not about perfection, but about presence. The presence of God within two hearts that finally understand what it means to love with grace. If this message has stirred your heart, pause and whisper, "Thank you, Lord, for this unfolding." Share it with someone who is still waiting to believe in divine timing. And if your spirit feels led, support these messages with love. For through your kindness, heaven continues to reach those who need peace. Your story is no longer waiting to begin. It has already begun. Heaven has touched your soulmate, and now divine love is alive in both of you. Walk gently, beloved, for every step you take now is sacred, beloved soul. As the dawn of divine union continues to unfold, heaven whispers, this love is not just for you, it is through you. You and your soulmate were not brought together only to feel happiness, but to reflect a love that heals others. The divine love story written for you carries purpose far beyond what you can yet see, for when heaven joins two souls, it does so with intention, not merely to fulfill desire, but to fulfill destiny. Your connection is sacred. It was chosen long before your first breath, and through every season of longing, silence, and surrender. God was preparing both of you to embody His light. Now that love has been awakened, its glow cannot remain hidden. It will naturally shine into the lives of others, family, friends, even strangers who sense the peace around you. People will not only see your love, they will feel God in it. You may notice this already. Wherever you go, peace follows. When you speak, hearts soften. When you pray, situations shift. This is not coincidence. It is the energy of divine union. Heaven wants you to understand something powerful. You and your soulmate are being made into living vessels of grace. You are not ordinary lovers. You are carriers of light. You will remind others that true love is possible, that heaven's promises never fail, and that patience is not wasted when it is guided by faith. There will be moments of testing still, because every light attracts both seekers and shadows. But do not fear the shadows, for when God is the foundation, darkness holds no power. Your connection will be shielded by prayer, strengthened through trust, and renewed daily through gratitude when disagreements or misunderstandings arise, and they will. Because you are human, remember this truth: you are not fighting each other. You are fighting for the love God gave you. Instead of reacting in anger, pause and pray. Say, "Lord, guide us back to peace." In that moment, you will feel His presence return like sunlight through clouds. The angels are saying now, do not forget the lessons of the waiting season. Because patience, humility, and surrender were the tools that shaped your hearts. Continue to use them even in joy. Let your relationship remain anchored in prayer. Let laughter become your worship. Let forgiveness become your language. Beloved, the time will come when others ask you, how did you find this kind of love? And you will smile softly and say, I didn't find it. God revealed it. You will tell them how you waited, how you healed, how you walked alone until heaven whispered. Now, your story will inspire faith in those who've lost hope. It will remind them that what God ordains cannot be lost, only delayed until hearts are ready. And as your lives continue to intertwine, you will begin to co-create with heaven. You may build a home filled with peace. You may start a mission that serves others. You may travel, write, speak, or nurture. Whatever your souls were designed to do together, you will find yourselves drawn to it effortlessly. This union is not meant to be contained. It is meant to overflow, to touch others with compassion, to bring healing where there was heartbreak, to be a testimony of heaven's timing. For it is written, "You are the light of the world." A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14, you and your soulmate are becoming that light. Not because you are perfect, but because you are surrendered. Not because you know all answers, but because you trust the one who does. Heaven will continue to guide your steps, some days through signs, other days through silence. But even in the silence, love will keep growing, rooted in faith, watered by prayer, and blossoming in divine purpose. As this chapter of reunion deepens, thank God often. Give thanks not only for your soulmate, but for every tear that prepared you, for every delay that refined you, for every angel that whispered, "Don't give up." And remember this truth, the same divine hand that brought your souls together will sustain your love forever. No distance, no time, no trial can undo what heaven has written. So walk forward, beloved, not in fear, but in light. Love freely, forgive quickly, and let your union become a song of gratitude to the Creator. You are now walking in your divine purpose. To love as heaven loves, to live as light, and to remind the world that true love, born in God, never fades. Your story is a miracle in motion. And the best part, the chapter where your love becomes your legacy, has just begun. Heaven is smiling upon you, and the angels are rejoicing, whispering softly, "It is done."